Hi, good morning. It's January 27th, 2021, and I'm back here at the Hoarder's Wall. That's what I've named this fence because anytime I place any plant there, and there's quite a few, they do pretty well. So I don't know if it's the lighting, if it's the air circulation, but they like it here. So I'm just going to go over some Hoyas and some other tropicals I have growing on the wall. Let's talk about this bulbophyllum vaginatum that I got about a month ago, and I'm really thrilled with it because it's putting out all new growths. So I hope that I will even get flowers this year. It's a pretty good sized plant, and I'll inlay a picture of the flowers so you can see how interesting they are. So that is bulbophyllum vaginatum. Let's see what else. I got some Tillandsia here. It's kind of not blooming right now, but once in a while it puts out these really beautiful purple flowers. And it's Tillandsia bulbosa, and it has really nice bulbous structures to it. So it seems to like it there and blooms pretty often. So let's see. Over here I got this Potsii IML 041 that I got from David Little about, I would say 12 years ago. And I had been neglecting it. I ignored it and I left it in my neighbor's yard. Didn't really give it any care for like a year, but it's looking quite nice, so I decided to bring it over here and keep an eye out on it. And of course that's the Dischidia rucifolia, and it's living pretty well in this tiny little shell. It's kind of smaller than my hand. And putting out all kinds. It even blooms here, so it seems to be happy. And this is Hoya EPC 319. Some other people call it the name of the place it was found, I guess, but I can't remember it right now. I'll put it on when I edit the video. But it's quite a little showy, fast-growing vine. It has tiny little leaves. It's like a Kentiana type flower, so the flowers aren't that exciting, but as a plant, as a hanging plant, as you can see, it makes a very attractive foliage plant. Down here, everyone asks about this one. I don't really talk about it that much. It's been here for about 3 years, and it's this large leaf form of Finlaysonii. I don't do anything to it. I don't even water it. I'm afraid that it gets enough rainwater that I don't want it to wet it too much. So as you can see, it's pretty wet from the last time it rained. And it has really nice markings and splash to it. And I'm really impressed with the Rosita this winter. It's putting out very dark, almost black leaves. And it doesn't really get that much sun, but as you can see, it's really quite the showy little Hoya. Like the nice margins of dark against the green leaf, but these leaves are almost all black. Yes, I'm really liking this one right now. Let's see what else. Again, this is the cast. Really beautiful large leaves that hang. They get about another, these leaves get to be another like up to 10 inches, 12 inches long. I have one in the backyard that the leaf is bigger than a ruler almost. And this is Falzina. Has a really interesting kind of splash. It turns a little pink on the new growth, and each leaf is quite different. There's the older, more mature leaf. So it has like a foamy kind of splash. And this one is really splashy. So yeah, it's really has a really interesting flower as well. The flower buds all kind of face in the same direction. It's unusual for a Hoya in that type of flower umbel. So yeah, if you find yourself one of these, it's definitely a keeper. Really beautiful. And if anyone knows what this orchid is, it's some Cattleya hybrid, but it blooms like all year long. It keeps on putting out new sheaths, and it's been in bloom since November, I think. So it's been blooming for 3 months already, and it looks like it'll continue blooming. So I'm really liking that one, and it's fragrant as well. What else do we have here? Let's go over to, I wanted to show you this Acmea. Cannot remember the cultivar name, but I wanted to show you because the colors are really stunning. Has the red stem, and then has the really like neon purple colors to it. It's really pretty. And the foliage is rather attractive as well. It's a variegated form of Acmea. Really easy to care for here in Florida. You really don't need to do much, maybe a little fertilizer in the spring. And the ever so popular Hoya Patsii IML 616. It really gets a nice coloring this time of year. And it's almost like a chocolate brown. It looks good against the green veining. And this big guy here is a Hoya. This is the Trubayana. It has the really long, foot-long leaves almost. They get quite big. So you can see. I moved it over here because it should really grow fast on this side of the house. I had it back in the shade. And let's see, this one I received as Hoya species Davao, Philippines. And it's some sort of verticillata type Hoya, but this variety always gets very consistent diffuse splashing, so all the leaves are very splashy, so they get very attractive. I mean, I should take better care of this plant, but I took a lot of cuttings of it this past season, so need to leave it alone. Okay. Yeah, this is the Hoya 1038 Emolina, which is a verticillata type Hoya. But this one has really nice veins, really pronounced, almost teardrop shaped leaves. And here's my globulosa that keeps growing in the winter. Yeah, I've had it for maybe 6 months, and it's put on a lot of new growth this winter out here in the cold. It actually got down in the 40s a few nights. Okay, let's show you some of the backyard. I wanted to show you a couple of things. So Here's the Choco. I think I need to move some of these indoors because it's going to drop down to 49 degrees at night. So, oh, here are the two. There's Nips and Swiffer. They actually get along pretty well. Once in a while they have a little tiff, but he knows she's the queen, so he leaves her alone. Oh, I want to show you I pointed out this beautiful catleya last video I did, and I just noticed it has two no more buds there. But I wanted to show you this beautiful begonia. The colors are just stunning, and it's called stained glass. Begonia stained glass. I think it's a Rex variety, but each leaf is like a piece of art. It's really stunning. So what else? What else here? Oh, there's a friend of mine gave me this cast plant that's variegated, and that variegation is just beautiful. So the thing with these plants is that they can grow in really low light. And I had thought I lost it, but it must have went dormant in the winter. Well, it's still winter, but it's coming back. And it's quite beautiful. Might as well show you some of my herbs here. We got some mint, lavender, rosemary, and parsley. I think I've talked about all these plants here on the wall, on my shelf here. But this is a really beautiful orchid. They call it Hoya Tropical Lily Hilo Spaceship. It blooms forever. I think it's been blooming since mid-December, so who knows how long it'll continue blooming. So I think that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please like and subscribe, and come back again, and have a wonderful day, and thank you.